right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. If you guys need anything, check out that comment section. I do have my oracle decks available. If you would like to check them out on Etsy, you can grab them down below, as well as my personal readings. I've got Pinterest down there if you want to check out my nails. I'll be getting them done really soon. All of that's down below. All right. Interesting. People could be viewing you as a smooth talker, someone who takes action, but you take it very slow. So you could be the kind of person where you move into relationships slow. If you're deciding to buy a house or buy a new car, you do it very slowly. People could view you as someone who moves in the direction you want very slowly. People could also be viewing you as someone who you've got everything that a lover or a potential suitor could want. So if you're in a relationship, that's one of the luckiest person. And if you're not, we've got questions. That's the energy I'm getting. So let's see. Let's what's coming in for you. Let's what's coming in for you. Freedom. Feeling like the situations around you are purifying. This could be happening within the next 13 hours, 13 days, 13 weeks. Some of you, you're gonna feel a sense of freedom by January. A whole new world, a whole new life, a whole new way of being. Miracles. I just heard you're the chosen one, Pisces. A lot of you are about to transform in this lifetime more than most people do in multiple lifetimes. Not because it's not possible, but because they don't want to, but because they do not make it a priority. You're going to notice in this lifetime that you're going to transform and grow into a version of yourself that expands beyond belief. You could expand beyond your family normal. So let's say that your family has a tendency to have 3 kids. You might have 10. Let's say that your family has the tendency to work 9-to-5 jobs at Piggly Wiggly. You might be a business owner. I feel that there's going to be an expansion that you bring in to not only your life, but to others around you that I think is it was chosen for you. It was made for you. You are the chosen one. You were chosen, along with a few others, to experience growth and expansion beyond belief, but beyond comparison of others. A lot of you, this is going to be financial. So I don't remember where I was at. It's 12/12. So that might resonate. What I was saying was, you're going to have the courage to remain focused in this lifetime and to heal maybe more than the people you have around you. So you might notice that your journey is about you staying resilient and healing and remaining courageous around expanding in this lifetime. So I stepped away for a moment and I came back. And as I was gone for literally 2 minutes, I heard, you're the black sheep of the family. And for too long, you've thought that this is a bad thing. But what you've not known is that that has made you the chosen one. You have been chosen to be free. You have been chosen to be able to experience miracles because you know that they're possible and you have the courage to go after it. You have been chosen to break barriers and blockages. You've been chosen to be the path seeker, the truth finder. You've been chosen to be the one to do things that others are scared to do, or others are unsure, or others question. They're showing me a bunch of teenagers at a creek. And there's a small path through the creek. There's about 10 of them. 10 teenagers, not 10 creeks. And there's kids talking. We should walk through the creek. Oh my God, but what if it's so deep? And there's one kid going, but you can see it. Let's not overthink it. We can walk straight through. It's not that complicated. And the other ones are freaking out. And the other ones are scared. But you have the courage to remain focused and go, listen, we're not going to drown. It's literally an inch deep. Let's all hold hands as we walk across. We got each other's back. You have the ability to expand and then be able to take fruits from those trees because you've seen what could flourish. You've seen what is possible. A lot of you, something is about to expand in this summer season, if you're in summer. So for me, the next 3 months will be summertime. So for the next 3 months, something will be expanding. One, beyond your belief, but it's going to bring a lot of abundance and money and fruitfulness into your life that's going to help you lead a life of freedom. Give me something on this freedom. A lot of you, this is just not staying in your comfort zone. This could be going towards some sense of knowledge, maybe therapy, maybe reading different books for you to get some sort of knowledge. Listen to your intuition on what you need to do and the leaps that you need to take around your career, your money, or your home life. You could be having to take control. You could also be up-leveling. So some of you, you're about to get promoted, you're about to get a raise and you don't see it coming. You're not going to ask for it. It's just going to be brought to you. Some of you, this is a part of your business where you're making very strategic and logical moves and you're unsure if they're going to pay off. You're unsure what the actual outcome is going to be, but you're trusting and you're having faith. As you're doing that, you're gaining knowledge around your healing journey as well. I am seeing your money taking off. I'm seeing some sense of financial security. I'm seeing an up-leveling in your money. So whatever you're doing in your money, your home, your career, something's going to pay off. It's going to work. But you have to listen to your intuition and you have to have courage. I'm seeing double courage. The courage to remain focused. The courage to remain focused to get you out of the woods. What they're showing me is someone who's lost in the woods. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Keep going. Keep going. Pisces, here coming up, you're going to find that you're going to be changing a lot of people's perspectives around what maybe would be best for them. Family members, friends, maybe even a lover, children. You're going to be the kind of person where you're going to help people change their perspective. You're going to help people see that maybe something is stuck, something isn't working out, and that it's okay for you to cut yourself free, even if it's for a moment. It's like you're going to give people permission to be emotionally loyal, emotionally unsure, burdened, overwhelmed, exhausted. I'm seeing here in the next few weeks, you're going to be stressed out. I'm also seeing here in the next few weeks, you turning your back on something that has felt stuck, something that you could be comfortable with, but something that you know you need to let go of. So it's like, okay, I'm going to set you free. Whether it's a person, a place, a thing, this ain't working for me, Danielle. I feel like there's no movement forward in this relationship. I feel like this is a job where I've just kind of made it to the top. I can't go any further, so I'm turning my back on it. I see you being burdened for a few weeks. But again, I see you having the courage to stay focused. So it's a lot to be said for you to seek out a path, but then stay committed to that path. It's a lot to be said for you to say, no, this is not right, and I'm going to go find what is right. This isn't the truth, so I'm going to go find the truth. But with that could come a season or a moment of feeling overwhelmed, feeling unsure, feeling exhausted, feeling weighed down. Can you hear that? That's a jet. Some of you could be going to visit a grandparent here coming up. Someone could be in like assisted living or something like that as well. There's going to be communication here coming in your near future where somebody's going to want to collaborate with you. But what you're not seeing is that it's either going to be blocked or this person isn't going to make the choices to actually continue the collaboration. So for some of you, this could be someone who says that they want to date you, but then you might find in like 2 weeks, 2 months, they're not actually wanting to date you. They're not reaching out to you. They're not talking to you. They're not trying to come see you, and vice versa. They're just kind of letting it stay in limbo land. This could be a client. You're going to have someone reach out to you because they want to collaborate with you. Again, this could be a friend wanting to make plans with you. There's going to be a conversation about what the collaboration looks like, but I am seeing ultimately that it's not going to get past like the group text, the email. Someone's not going to follow through and take the leap to take that trip with you, go to that water park with you, or hire you, whatever that looks like, okay? So I do see that. I see communication about collaboration and about how it could be successful. But you know what I'm getting is someone here could just be curious. You know what they said about curiosity? Curiosity killed the cat. Someone here is just curious to see what success and victory looks like, curious to see if this could be successful. So this could be a person who wants to date you, and they might be curious, but they might not actually take it to the next step with you. This could be someone who wants to play house. This, again, could be the friend who is curious. Yeah, well, let's go look up Airbnbs. Let's look up how much money it would cost. But they don't necessarily have an interest in putting the credit card down. This isn't the kind of person where you would sit on the couch on Sunday for 5 hours looking at Airbnbs and you guys rent one. They're not that kind of person. They're just curious. They're curious about what it would look like, what would it cost, but it might not actually ever come into 3D reality. I'm seeing the reason why is because this person is scared. I'm saying that this person could be scared of being disappointed or scared about what would end up taking place. For some of you, there is someone attached to your energy where there could be like a collaboration. You could be friends with this person. This could be something casual. This person could be wanting to reach out to you and see how you are. They could be kind of curious. Hey, I've not talked to so-and-so in a while. I wonder how they are. But they also might be recognizing that you see them as someone who's immature. Yeah, they see you as someone who's discontent with them. So if this is like a lover who's just friends and you maybe wanted something more or they wanted something more but it never got off the ground, they now view you as someone who's just discontent with them. I'm not happy with you, I ain't dissatisfied with you, you're just kind of up in limbo, whatever. That's how they now view you. So they are curious to see what you're up to, curious to see how you've been, but they also feel like there's kind of no point because I'm going to want to keep it simple. And you're going to be like, oh, great, look who wants to talk to me again. You always reach out every 3 years. What's up? That could be kind of what this person's thinking. They're having the strength and the courage to maybe think about you and gather information around you. But they also feel that they could maybe get a message of truth or a message of bad news from you. They see you as someone who wanted giving and receiving and they left you out in the cold, so you decided to complete a cycle. But you could view them as someone who could have been juggling multiple people, and you could view them as someone who you feel like, oh, well, that's an unwise choice. You do you, boo, because you toxic anyways. That could be how they feel you view them. That doesn't mean it's reality, but that could be what they feel. So why do they want to reach out and say, hey? This person's also a flirter. The reason why is because this person's really sad and disappointed. And they have some sense of regrets, but they don't want to talk about the regrets. I feel like this is someone who didn't take their shot or didn't completely turn this into what they wanted it to be. So now they regret that and they see you as someone who's moving on or someone who's over it, and they're really sad and disappointed around that, but they also aren't at a place where they're willing to do what they need to do to have it. You know, I think what's happening is you're getting out of your comfort zone, and the people who are staying in their comfort zone, family members, friends, lovers, potential suitors, past lovers, whatever, they're feeling very triggered by it. They're feeling defensive, they're feeling guarded. It's making them look at what they're manifesting, what they're putting action into, what they're putting effort into. And you know, comparison can be the thief of joy, but someone here could be comparing their own self to you. And they could be very curious about what you're up to. Are you in a relationship? Are you happy? Are you satisfied? What does your success and victory look like? Are you having a hard time like I am? Whatever that looks like, it's just like they want some sense of recognition and satisfaction from a conversation, and I don't think it's going to happen. And I think that they know that, which is why they're staying very on guard. And instead of reaching out to you, they can maybe be thinking about you a lot or spying on you, but not actually taking action towards you. Okay? So there is someone here that wants to bring you an apology. They're feeling called to reach out to you. They're sad and disappointed that you closed some sort of chapter or cycle. So this could have been someone where you guys could have casually texted. You could have said, hey, listen, I'm tired of casually texting. We either are or we ain't. If not, I'm done. You could have blocked them. There is someone here attached to your energy that was very guarded and defensive and very stuck when it comes to a new beginning with you, whether this was a boss, a family member, or a lover. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. They could want to come in and give you an apology now. They could be spying on you, gaining information around the collaboration, sad and disappointed that a cycle's over, wishing and hoping that they would have chose something different. Really having a lot of regrets, and it could be messing with them emotionally. Some of you, though, could be having regrets around the fact that you feel at one point you maybe dealt with family members, friends, or even a lover or lovers where you lowered your expectations, your values, your morals to have them in your life. That could be for some of you. So whoever this is that could want to come back and open up some sort of dialogue, that could have been someone at one point that you felt you lowered your values, your morals, your integrity for. And they could have regret because now, let's be honest, at one point you were only $5. Now you're $150. They couldn't afford you then. They definitely can't afford you now. If they thought you got away then, you definitely got away now. That could be what this person's feeling, is kind of the weight of their choices, their actions, their decisions. They could be feeling called to try to make it right. But I'm seeing, even if they try to make it right, it's a lot of pages. So that reminds me of like children. A child will tend to just say that they're sorry. They don't tend to show up in a way like an adult will, where we recognize, okay, I did something wrong. And not only will a sorry not fix it, but I might have to go a little above and beyond to show you that that's not who I am. 9 times out of 10, if a child does wrong, they just say, hey, I'm sorry, get over it. I'm a child. That's fine. But that could be how this person's going to show up. They could want to just say, hey, listen, I'm sorry. That should be enough, instead of their behavior changing. And I think for some of you, that could have been a problem here in this relationship. So I see you being protected here coming up. I heard protected from the shadow in the dark. That could be this person that we're bringing in. This person could have been very defensive. Needing to trust what's about to take place. I'm also seeing that some of you are going to have a moment of stillness coming into your reality. A moment of stillness where you're going to need to be patient, but it's leading you to a place of enlightenment that's then going to lead to prosperity. So this could be a season of enlightenment for you to now take the next step in your job. This could be a moment or a season of enlightenment where you're then going to take action on your love relationship, what you want the next chapter of the relationship with your lover to look like. Maybe you're single. What do you want the next chapter of your life to look like? Does that mean being alone? Does that mean being single? Does that mean being in something casual? Does that mean getting exactly what you want? For some of you, that's going to be the next 33 days to 39 days is a sense of almost like stagnancy. Some of you are going to feel like the things that you want to pay off or be able to be conquered are not going to be able to get there. And you're going to start questioning why. Why isn't this working? Why can I not find employees? I need employees. Why can't I find them? Because there's going to be a moment of enlightenment for you to then take action in maybe a different direction. Maybe this is, okay, we're no longer going to hire people in person. We're going to do an online aspect of it. Maybe we don't need everyone to be in office. Maybe we want to have some people that work online. There's going to be something that you're going to change, you're going to shift, but then it's going to lead to some sense of prosperity. But again, you're going to have to be patient for this portal to be open to you, okay? I'm seeing some sense of chaos in your life being purified and being replaced with stability. This could be around family, but this could also be around what you're loyal to and what's going towards forever with you. So some of you, there were people in your life that brought a lot of chaos and drama, and things could either be shifting in those dynamics or those dynamics could be taken from you completely. And it's so you can get a new sense of stability. And accepting the wisdom that you're given. I'm seeing a lot of generosity coming in. I'm seeing maybe a dream coming to reality during the winter months. So we're going to say in about 6 months. No, I don't want to say that long. I want to say 4 to 6 months. There could be some sort of dream that's going to be coming into the 3D reality. I'm also seeing for some of you, if this is like money, I see you sharing, whether it's giving to people for a holiday, donating, charity, things like that. I'm saying when it comes to your dreams, you need to be flexible because I'm seeing a sense of uncertainty. So maybe the dream that's actually going to come true is not exactly what you thought. You know how the people will say, okay, well, I wanted to be a podcast person, but then I started a podcast and it didn't work. So then I started a YouTube and it flew off in 2 weeks. Sometimes what we're manifesting or what we think our dreams look like aren't necessarily what our forever looks like. So I see for some of you that you could be going after something and it might actually change what it looks like in the outcome, but I'm saying that what's changing is the chaos. So let's say that your dream is to be a business owner. You might think that you being a business owner means that you need to own a brick and mortar and you want 10 employees. Well, what's best for you might be no employees and only working for yourself, not even having a corporation, just being a sole proprietor. That could be for some of you. And you could need to be flexible with what that looks like and what exactly you're expecting. Because if not, you might not have the ability to see the beauty in what you're getting, and it might really make you feel very uncertain, and it might make you kind of overlook what's taking place. Remain grateful and trust that success is coming. And find happiness in what you already have. Some of you here coming up is going to be around a very well-behaved bird, is what I just heard. A very well-behaved bird. Some of you need to have the courage to go after some sort of leadership role, whether it's becoming a boss, owning your own home. I'm seeing like a real estate agent. I'm seeing a sales agent. Some of you need to go towards a job where you can kind of be your own boss, but have a boss if that's something that you want. So that reminds me of like sales agents. They'll tell you what to do, but they'll also tell you, hey, listen, you do you. Let your personality shine. You get those sales however you can. These are just the rules and regulations. You can do anything else besides that. Just follow these rules. That could be for some of you. You could be gaining the knowledge that you need, that you are the chosen one in your family to be that real estate agent, to do things different, to not work that 9 to 5, to maybe be a sales agent. Maybe everyone in your family has seen salespeople as scummy and gross and predators. But in your mind, you're like, listen, I see it as logical and practical. I see it as a way to sell people a dream and a reality that they've always wanted. They just didn't know that they wanted it. That could be for some of you. So I see you getting out of your comfort zone. I see you seeking the truth and going after it. I see you maybe finding a new path and being unsure if that path is what you want. There could be opposing opinions or different views. There could even be people that you're going to have to be honest with, and you're going to disappoint them. But ultimately, they're saying, listen, don't go after something that you feel is not going to make you satisfied. Don't go date someone because mom or daddy said to go date them. Don't go after that job and become a nurse or own your own corporation just because mom and daddy said so. Do something because you want to do it. Only then will satisfaction and true emotional fulfillment come in. And I'm saying that you might have to give someone or something a message of truth or a message of bad news, and that could lead to their disappointment. But again, ultimately, it's choosing your own self. This could be something as simple as telling family members, listen, I don't do this, oh, we're family, so you love each other through it all. You could be like, nope, sorry about your luck. I'm about to disappoint you because I don't be loving nobody through it all. But that could be you showing your own self-love. Your family could have the tendency to make excuses for one another and to love each other through it all, including the things where it's like, you really disrespectful. You really narcissistic ways. You only care about one. But your family could have taught you, yeah, but it doesn't matter. Just love them. But you could now be saying, no, it does matter. And I do love them, but I love me more. So I'm out. That could be a message of truth or a message of bad news. The message of truth is, hey, listen, I'm not satisfied. I'm discontent here. I don't like this. And I asked you to fix it. I asked this is what I said. Hey, this is what I need. I need this to be fixed. I need this to change. I can't keep going this way. And they act like they didn't care. So I'm going to choose one and one only. Me, I'm out. Self-love, party of one. But that could be you setting a boundary. And people could see you as someone who's very blunt, maybe even mean. But again, that could be the black sheep aspect. Not everyone's going to be okay with what you do or what you find okay for your own life, and they don't have to. All right? All right, leaving it here. See you soon.